Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once again to Farthest Frontier. How very good of you to join and stick around to year 18 of Sleepy Hollow. Warm temperatures, light breezy days, early autumn, and another year is coming to an end basically. And right now we have harvest season, so yeah, hopefully we're getting a good harvest. It looks good. Fertility on my fields is really high, so as long as it's around 80, oh this is even at 92%. We're looking at a very golden harvest. Also lots of grain. There's going to be so much grain that my granary will probably not be able to store it all. Yeah, that's something that we just have to live with for now. We could also build a second granary now that I think about it. Or we're being lazy. Let's build another granary. I think it was not that expensive, right? 30 planks, 15 stone, easy. Yeah, let's just have it beside the other one where we store all our grain. And over here, chicken coops are finally working. Got the chickens roaming and already 5, so they're already growing a bit here with 2 per year per chicken coop. We have 2, so that means 4 chicken per year we're growing. Of course, we're getting more births the more population we have. So right now we have a rather small population and this will only grow from now. And yeah, as we can see, we already produced some eggs. This year, which is also of course another type of food again that we provide to my citizens. Also, by the way, we need to store grain in the chicken coop because we need fodder. So there's 2 ways of feeding them. The first one is they're just grazing, right, like here, and getting their stuff done. But in winter they can't do that. So in winter they're gonna stay inside and they're gonna use my grain. So this is also why we need to have a lot of grain, not only for the flour but also for my chickens and animals per se. Now, regarding my city over here, we continue now with another exciting chapter for Sleepy Hollow, and that is another district. We already have this one here, and yeah, it's fully utilized at this point, right? We can increase the desirability a bit further to have them leveled up. We can also start with another district, and we have basically 2 ways of expanding here. The first one is this area that I haven't used yet, and the other one is this area that I could use. This would get me a bit closer to my industry zone and also to my orchard, and this one here would get me closer to nothing, to my fortifications over there. So I rather prefer this area here as my next expansion. The only thing in the way here is actually that compost yard. It's been working now flawlessly for years, and yeah, we can now simply move it, and we should move it. I'm gonna move it over here to my... is that too close? Think about it right now. I'm gonna move it here, alright, so it's close to the field still. It needs to be close to the field so we can fertilize them with it. And it needs to be close to the neighborhood. So this one here is gonna be the eastern compost yard, and then we build a second compost yard for my western district. Once again, very important because yeah, waste management is one of the more important things that you can do. And we have then another compost yard over there. Over here, I think I'm gonna have it. Is this too far? Wait a second, I need to set the grazing area again. It's actually quite big. And let's make it so, right, so that we can have a road here along the fields. And then I can have my compost yard now here somewhere. Cannot see the grazing area there. This should work. Yes, perfect, right? And with that, we have the next compost yard. There's, by the way, what? A wolf attacking my chicken! You kidding me? Attack immediately. Yeah, I probably should actually build a gate here, because otherwise those wild animals are coming in. So let's build a gate for this side here now too. Holy cow! Please don't kill my chicken. It's already running for its life. There are my villagers coming in and killed it. Perfect. That was not good. Now the animal has gone rogue and is wandering off. So my Ratha, she's already fetching the livestock. Okay, yeah. So let's close this area off. Otherwise, we're getting a bit of a problem there with my gate, with my livestock. Of course, what we should also still be doing is getting us some fence gates here. So I'm gonna have one here and one here, so that chicken also stay in this area, in this grazing area. With the compost yard finally being moved, we have this whole area now available. So we got the market number 1, and we're now gonna work on market number 2. And the cool thing is we can actually see here, I'm gonna have a bit of an overlap there, depending on, you know, how many. We might actually also make it so that it's really just on the same level here, like so. Bit of an overlap is fine. so that we can still squeeze in some more people in the... Oh, wait a second. We are actually upgrading it too, so it's going to be a bit of an overlap. Let's have it here. This looks fine to me, right, as our market area here. Actually, I will need to push it a bit further down, because we're going to increase, of course, its size then at some point. I think this might be a good location now, right? Because don't forget, with the upgrade, yeah, we're moving a bit further. So that's that. We don't need to have it symmetrical, of course. You know, this is bollocks. Trying to make a city symmetrical is stupid, in my opinion. So why did I even try? Let's go ahead and have it here. Here we can have a little park then. And here goes another road then over into this area. And yeah, let's make it a bit chaotic there too, like so. Moving in, and then here into my market square that goes then up there again. Right, so with that we have now this area here, and yeah, I can then go ahead and start with my first houses then as well, pushing them here just along the fields once again. And let's make a block of it again, just like we did originally. As Sleepy Hollow is now growing. And then we have a bit of space again for another service building or whatnot. So this is the birth of a new district. Always exciting, in my opinion, anyway. I just love winter in this game. Really has a nice atmosphere to it. By the way, I would also like to start upgrade now my wells. That increases the desirability of the area once again. It also provides more water. And yeah, we can easily do this as we have all the resources. Well number 1. And let's go ahead and upgrade well number 2 as well right away. Year 19 it is. So far we're alive and well, hopefully. This wall continues now all the way up here. Perfect. Got the gate ready. So we might actually just have then our road going over here to the gate. And then we have here this opening. On the other side, we have the... Yeah, we have it finished too. So this area is now walled off, right? That's my city district. That moves then up to this point here probably. So it's safe to keep that wall here. So I would like to continue with my defenses. I might actually make a gate then here again somewhere. Just make it so that this road is kind of like the exit, right? And we also have this main road here. That kind of like comes together then here probably. There you go. Into a proper fenced or gate area. All the way here, right? So the raiders will then probably enter here somewhere on their way right to my fortifications. That should work out. Now the thing with the chickens is they actually stay in the grazing area, but sometimes they wander off and go rogue, right? So this is why we should have the fence. It's not the super highest priority, because all of them going rogue at the same time is just when there's a wolf coming in like so, right? But usually they're staying here in this area here just casually. And in this case here, getting a fence there is just cleaner though, of course, and we have the wood anyway. Let's check it out. 12 builders we have, 6 laborers, that should be fine. A trader has arrived. Let's see what we have in stock. What wares he actually sells us. Oh, he would have coal, but we have lots of coal at this point. We have lots of iron. There would be shields. Shields are great. We got 3 heavy tools. And he would purchase some soap from us. I gladly do this. 60 soap. That's 600 gold. And I think we're just gonna keep the gold this time. Oh, that was lightning. Struck by lightning. Coming down here. Into my brickyard. Into my soap shop. Into my woodcutters. And for chicken were born. That's the story here. Oh, please. These are very expensive buildings. Please, 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 please. Douse the flames. Very good. Very good. Back to work again. By the way, we are a bit full on firewood. I think having just one of them working right now is fine. And by the way, that's the upgraded well. Looks nice. Little plaza around it, right? And it's now producing more water and also more desirability. Also, we got rats. Oh no, we need a rat catcher now. There it is. Cost me 5 coin. And is then working in an area. In a work area, right? So I can have this one over here somewhere and then assign the work area to this. So that I don't need to have the rat catcher in the center of my city. Alright, market finished. People moving in. So there's the rat catcher now with the work radius, and as you can see, it just fits in so that we can have one full district in it. This is very convenient because one rat catcher for one district is working with that, and she's now basically going around catching rats, well, probably eating them too, and yeah, keeping everything clean. That bear literally was attracted by the bees. Hello. And is getting the honey from it, right? And as always, yeah, they have a pretty huge attack radius. I hate those bears. Off he goes again, fleeing hopefully into the wilderness. Killed one of my villagers and also looted a bit of honey here. Since we have a lot of workforce right now, so in total it is 19 available laborers, I would like to have another clay pit working for us, because we can sell clay or bricks respectively for a lot of money. So having a lot of that in stock makes sense to me. The problem right now is I think we're getting a bit full though. So the stockyard, yeah, let's upgrade this one here. 60 bricks, that's a lot. And also my warehouse and my brick cellar are full. This one has 3 barrels now. My labor count is critically low. Can't be really true. I mean, it's a big town at this point, so it might be true. There's no real way of me finding this out. Let's move this work camp. Do we have some stone here? There's some stone. And so it happened. We completely ran out of ore. I haven't found ore anywhere else on the map anymore, so I've continued with the exploration all the way over here. We got lots of coal and clay deposits, but no iron anywhere. A bit strange, a bit unlucky. Not the end of the world, as we can also purchase them at traders with, yeah, a trade surplus if we have one, right? So I already purchased now from this trader here 80 iron ore. This should be enough for a while. But yeah, we will need to do some more trading in the future here if I want to stay afloat with my tools and especially also heavy tools production. At least until we find something. Now, I would like to, since we have the laborers, I would like to destroy this raider camp over there. So let's just see how we can do this. Flag the combat area. Gonna have this one over there. And now we're once again gonna train some of my peeps here. Let's make 4 archers and 4 soldiers. Let's make 5. Let's make 6 infantry, right? Because I want to play this one safe. We do have the workers. Yeah, barely. Now we don't have any laborers anymore. Just gonna be for a short period. And let's go to attack these guys here. Let's just see how this works out. There are not that many here, but they seem to be heavily fortified. Oh, wow, okay, there's also this lookout tower that's doing a lot. Oh, this doesn't look so good. Should we retreat?
Right away.
It will be done. It will be done.
Really hard with all the bushes and trees. Kill it! There you go.
Right away.
And now let's get rid of this camp here. Lost 4 villagers though. But that's okay, we have too many anyway. There it is! Oh, you even get loot out of that. 400 gold, meat, coats, weapons and shields and hauberks. That's really nice. And future raid activity has been delayed for the next 12 months as they recover from this defeat. This is nice. We also get a relic out of this one here. Shields and hide coats provide 4 armor. The tusk of the autumn boar. And we can now store it in my temple. That is amazing. We get the relic spirituality bonus of 50% out of that. And yeah, we get the bonus now. Shields and hide coats provide 4 armor. That's really neat. Thank you very much for this. I think it's time though now to also disband my units. So they continue their work again. But they will be celebrated as heroes for Sleepy Hollow. We have lots of knowledge points, 7 to be precise, and this means that we can develop a bit. I would like to unlock me beer now. That's gonna be very important for happiness. And also, of course, for selling. Also, we probably should boost my fields a bit more. So, in this case here, selected breeding. Yields for bean, green, and vegetable crops is increased by 20%. That sounds like a very good deal to me. On the other hand, over here, the trading center upgrade. This is important because it's a requirement for the next town center upgrade. Over here, I'm gonna push 2 points right away into my defensive barricades, right? So this is towards the stone battlements then, and towards the towards the citadel as well, which is an upgrade to my barracks. This is something I like. Also, it provides just 30% health to stockyards, storehouses, and the town center. I think this is gonna be quite neat. We still have 2 knowledge points available. I would also like to invest 1 point at least into metallurgy. Over here, produces more iron, so 10% work increase for iron production, and it's another step towards the quarry then that we're gonna need as well pretty soon, and the deep mining then. I would also like to continue with my next production for animals, and that's the goat barn, so that we get goats out. And yeah, we got the chicken here. We do have lots of space over here that is not fertile, as we can see, right? So this is a very low fertility. So placing fields here doesn't make a lot of sense, right? But the goats don't care, they just care about grass. And as we can see, we get a nice fodder bonus here of 90% out of this area. So I would like to use this, of course, get me my next production going. And that's then my goat barn over here. Far away as well, so that we can still expand another city district into this area here at some point, right? And still keep a bit of space available then. Alright, also harvest time is, yeah, we by the way need to push more workers into those fields. Here we harvested too much wheat. So they were not able to harvest it all. I'm pretty sure we're not full there on wheat. It's just that there was just too much wheat for the workers that we have here. And we still should work on more wheat though. So I think this one has the wheat. This one doesn't have it yet, so I would like to go ahead and get me wheat going here too. It's just too important to neglect it. Out here, by the way, there would be still the option of having another field, another bigger one. And with the growing population, I think it might be safe to do this. So let's actually plant me another field here. There's a gate, right? So it is attached to it right away. And let's just have it right beside my wall. And then also a second one here. Right, and then we're gonna have, yeah, let's have another one here. It's not the highest fertility anymore then, but better than nothing. And of course, also very important, fencing. And we can just use my defenses there to get this one going all the way here. And we're probably gonna make a small gate here. For a new farm area that we can grow now. The grazing area for the goats, yeah, let's have it right beside it. This is almost 90. There it is, 90, but let's have it beside that. I don't care about that single percent. Oh god, the comments, I'm already afraid of them. Why don't you take that 1%? And let's assign this one over there. There's some stone as well. Lots of stone, but I would prepare to have lots of stone for my stone battlements. Stone upgrades. And by the way, here there's some stuff that we can move around. Still not completely optimal the way I set up everything here. So sometimes they're moving a bit too far into the frost area, which is not ideal. By the way, fertility is really good for these fields. Right, 85, 96. Fantastic. That's of course also because of my compost yard. Doing a very important job here. 6 new villages were born, and we are once again at the cap here. So we are almost at 300 now. Out of the 300. So of course, one way of pushing this further is now by upgrading the existing buildings that we already have with parks again and temples. But let's have or shrines, you know, let's have a park here. And then I would also like to finish my next block here. So this should work out. Perfect. Just like that. To have another full block here. This is what I was hoping for. There's a trader that wants to purchase honey, and look at how much honey we have. It's basically just lying around. Let's just sell me 160 honey. Funnily enough, the fence was finished faster than the fields. So we have a good amount of builders right now available. 8 new livestock were born, so I think both of my chicken coops... Oh no, they're not full yet, right? So it's a 15 out of 24. But since it's so much, I think we're consuming a bit too much wheat. So yeah, those new fields will definitely also focus a lot on wheat production. It's really the foundation of my town, more and more. Unfortunately, only cows this year from my traders, no goats. But there is a very interesting one, a Tome of Knowledge, which immediately triggers a new discovery when acquired. Okay, let's acquire it. And we should get, there it is, the knowledge point. So we got 3 knowledge points again, super sweet. With 3 points, we can really go far. We can push 1 more point into metallurgy, and with that unlock the blast furnace and the quarry now. But I'm not doing it just yet. We are full on stone. There's no need for it, but we've laid the foundation here towards the deep mining. On the other hand, we have now something very important here for the farming then. The drought tolerance. This is actually not so important. I mean, yeah, it is actually 50% resistance to drought. That's super important for grain crops, because don't forget, grain is used not only for bread, but also for my animals, right? And also now for beer production then. And then we have the selective breeding for the grain, which is increasing my yields for grain by 20%. So this is also another knowledge that I would really like to unlock. And this is actually the last one here that we have then towards the economic power. That is a monument that we can build. Still don't know what this means. 89 villagers graduated. That's a lot, right? 89. I mean, we only have 300 people. So 1/3 of the whole population just graduated. Okay, I guess. The biggest raid so far, 46 raiders. So waiting here at the gates. Already coming in here and also coming in here, trying to flank me. We have my soldiers here, so a full legion now of 12 together with my lookout towers that we can also staff. By the way, we do have enough. Yeah, we do have enough workers there to make all of this possible. They're immediately staffed. Oh, building destroyed. Oh, okay. That gate was destroyed. No problem. Let's actually ring the bell since they're getting a bit closer now into my town as a whole. Where are they going? Oh yeah, they're going for that market here. And you know what? Let's actually take my soldiers. Can I not move them? There you go. Oh, okay. They coming all from here now, all of a sudden. There's no one coming from the other side. Interesting. Destroying my shelters. That's new. Okay, already being attracted now by my own soldiers. So they're not attacking the buildings then anymore. But I can see that I will need to fortify this more and more now, since they're attacking now my shelters all of a sudden. I don't like that.
Your command.
Perhaps we can save that soldier.
Your command.
We can, perfect. More coming on that side now, but there's my lookout tower. Yeah, they're not having an easy time, right, getting in here. But I think they're fleeing now too. Very good. I think that's it for this year's raiding season. It was fun. There's still a few coming in, but they're getting racked by the lookout towers. There you go. All right, so far so good. In this case here, let's... Oh, wow. I did not expect that. They destroyed my barracks. How many are there? We killed already dozens of them. My soldiers still exist though. That's good. They just destroyed my barracks, these bastards. Down they are. Okay, I'm gonna keep the standing army now. We need to rebuild this one. It's actually not as expensive as the first time around, right? So it's actually rather cheap rebuilding this one. But yeah, we will need to put up some fortifications here too. Now, the raiding is actually not my primary focus right now. There's still a flag here. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're fleeing. Yes, they're fleeing. They're going away. All right, so that's that. I can actually disband them again, right? Can I? I think I cannot disband them without the barracks.
Your orders.
Oh, disband. Very good. You can actually do this. Perfect. There you go. Now, the real thing that I need to do is I need to find iron. We are so out of it. It's incredible. So I'm trying to scout now into this area here, right? We should have someone here. There it is. Some workers.
Need something?
13 people would like to join. All right, let's accept them. We're still on our way here to push to 400. Look at that. Another clay deposit. I don't need that. I need iron. Let's try to get over there. And I think I will also need a bit more food, as this is getting lower every year. There's iron, finally, but it's far away. And it's once again not a deep iron mine, right? So it's once again just something that we have for, yeah, a couple of months. Also, a blizzard is pushing us. And that means deadly cold temperatures. Everybody outside will die inevitably. It will also greatly increase my firewood consumption. So gotta make sure that everybody stays inside. And yeah, it's good for my food though, right? That will totally freeze. Outside of that though, nothing I can do at the moment. Also nothing I can see at the moment. Another 19 people would like to join. Why is this going up so much right now? No, I'm gonna turn them away for the first time because I cannot afford it. Right now we got 28 laborers already available. Okay, it's not ideal, but we're still gonna push the resource depot that we have here, right? So that's the iron mine. How much is it? 1,800. That's okay. That's not so bad. Together with a temporary shelter again. Once more. Somewhere right next to it. And yeah, there's a huge hill on the way, but it should still work out nicely. So, gonna make it like so. To push all the way towards that mine that we have over there. And with that, we secured our iron supply again for a while. Not a single deep iron deposit though. That's really disappointing so far. Of course, the granaries are on fire. I mean, how could it be any different, you know? So the first one is already doused. Very good. The chicken coop, really please don't go down. This one's being immediately rebuilt. Someone should though still work the flames, please. Like they're rebuilding this before they're dousing the flames. And this one here? Really? Holy cow, that was close. For my granary, right? This is also the reason why you probably shouldn't stick them around together so closely. So the next granaries I'm building, I'm gonna spread them out a bit further. In this case here, the chicken coops are coming close to capacity now, 20, 24. And this one, oh, this one's destroyed. Nice. Thank you, raiders. That's why the animals are sick in here. They're not being tended to. Let's focus this one. And yep, absolutely. We're also building some deep lookout towers now here along the gate, right? So there we have a gate. And this is also where the raiders usually approach. So I'm gonna build me my first one here. And defense-wise, we continue with that wall. Okay, this one's finished. Perfect. Let's make it full. We have plenty of laborers, and I would really like to get it. There's another iron deposit. It has 10,000. I mean, why? It doesn't even have a bonus, right? So this one here is 2,000 almost. This one is 10,000. This is great. It's still not an endless deposit, but it's great because we have finally a bit of room to play around with here. Let's build me that right away. Oh, there's something else in here. Might be that we have more over there. Might be. We'll just see. Let's build me a second one here. And once we get enough workers over, I'm gonna explore further. It's still far away, right? It's still not totally optimal. Next trader has horses. No, I don't need horses. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, we have 1,400 flax fiber. That's for my clothing. Clothing is fine. But that seems like a lot, so let's assign one more person to that. We can always sell it nicely, right? So, selling clothes. This one here, hide coats. We don't need that many. These are the lesser coats. Soap. Sell a bit. Okay, there's another iron deposit once again. Ooh, look at that. There's lots of iron here. We found an iron mountain. None of them are endless though. But they're all pretty rich, right? 15,000 here. 13,000 here. We found a mountain full of iron. Isn't that amazing? After all this time? Beautiful. Not endless, but beautiful nonetheless. That's great. So this is going to be a pretty big iron mine, iron village here that we have with the shelter already. Great stuff. Now we should celebrate that Iron Mountain, and my people want entertainment. It's actually my lowest level here now, 54, and we do have just the right building for that. I was thinking, so you have two choices. I was thinking between the pub and the theater. The pub would produce beer, but since we're not exactly looking great on wheat, in fact we have no wheat stored right now, I'm not gonna build another wheat consuming building. So we're working on the theater now. This one provides lots of entertainment. It is also boosting desirability, but it also costs me 30 per month, which is fine. We have all the resources that it needs. And yeah, I want to place this one, and we're placing it right here in the center of it all. It's boosting all of the buildings around it by 5 and 4% respectively. And yeah, it's a nice building here that we have. In which direction should it look? Towards the town center, I guess. So yeah, I think this is looking fine towards the town center. Having this one here in the center, we can also have a little plaza beside it, and yeah, around it too. I like this one. Also, it's being surrounded then by houses, right? So this is also an area here that we can still develop, right? All the way here. So this will be very central between the two districts, having a grand theater. Let's prioritize this. I want to finish it quickly, really. It's a major building. And we could also work on some more desirability. Oh, we got some more things here. A large statue, for example. Flower urn. Small statue. The large statue gives you a higher desirability, like a massive boost. 12%! Holy moly. This would be perfect then at my town center, right? Also, we have a large park, though, that I wanted to go for originally in this area. We'll just see. At the very least, we could have the medium garden here. Yes. One here, and they don't stack, unfortunately, with the bonuses, so we might have a statue then here on the other side of this area. And there it is coming along. That was really quick. We had the resources, we have the builders, and we now have a theater in Sleepy Hollow. And the cool thing about this theater is it's pushing now my people to tier 3. Finally, our homesteads are growing up to large houses now. Every one of them cost me 15 gold ingots, 8 planks and 5 clay. We have all of this, so we should be seeing the first large houses now as well. By the way, I could have also another shrine here. It's pushing them, alright. Yeah, let's have this one here. And there it is, my first large house. Hooray! Looks beautiful. And this one now is not even the end, right? So now we need to provide furniture or glassware for it to provide it to tier 4. And as we can see, all the way up to tier 5, which is the latest tier that we have then. Also, of course, more taxes now coming in with that. And it has 2 more slots available. Up to 6 per building now. And what we should also be doing is finally upgrading some of those roads here in the town center. So we have some proper paved roads. Let's actually just go ahead and have all of this here upgraded towards the temple then as well. And especially also, of course, towards my theater. And with that, we are finally also fulfilling now the requirement for the large house for tier 4 town center, right? So we need 400 people, but we also need 20 large houses. 7 we have. Had a nice year, by the way, when it comes to grain. Both of my granaries are almost full. That's gonna last us for a while again. And look at how the city changes with paved roads. Beautiful. Looks way more sophisticated now. And yeah, they are now spanning then slowly through all the districts, for all the more important buildings. It takes a lot of stone though. So this is where a quarry, having this one soon, will come in very handy, because my work camps will not be able to fulfill that anymore. And for this we have then here a big stone deposit ready. I just need the knowledge points for it. Sleepy Hollow is coming along. And I'm just hoping for goats now with the trader so that we can get the goats going. And of course also my quarry so that we can upgrade more roads here. And then of course we should slowly start towards working tier 4 now, because basically the requirements are almost fulfilled. I hope you enjoyed this one. Farthest Frontier, Sleepy Hollow prevails. Stay tuned.